And welcome back to our college football week 5 gambling locks. I'm joined by Alex Sword at Go Sports Talk on Twitter, Larson Griffith at Larson Griffith on Twitter, and Jake Gordon at CanCard Jake on Twitter. We have 3 winners and one guy who is at 500. Alex, you need to step up your game. I can't have any losers on the show. We should actually have made the show like, hey, if you drop below 500, you're off. And then you send your picks in anonymously, and then once you get back over 500, you can get back in on the show. But so don't drop below 500 because you'll be the first person to do it. Anyways, ton to get into, not a lot of time. Let's get to it. South Carolina and South Carolina State, a battle of in-state rivals, so to speak.
Pass probably gets canceled.
Yeah. Utah State and BYU. This was a Larson game. I can smell it. I can smell it on his breath.
No.
Utah State doesn't
No.
think. So if you're going to go with anybody, I'd probably pick BYU, but I'm not.
All right, here we go. Houston and Tulane. Houston only giving up 2.5 against the Thundering Wave.
Big cover for Tulane last week, but I got nothing on this week.
All right, here we go. UTSA minus 4.5 against Middle Tennessee State. I'm hopping on UTSA. UTSA after that big win that Middle Tennessee State against Miami. I think they come in a little hungover over that win. UTSA is a better team, and let's just be honest, Miami sucks.
That is true.
Sure.
That was not impressive to me. Like, they suck. Boise State and San Diego State.
I got San Diego State +6.
Washington and UCLA.
You don't want to hear the
UCLA.
rest.
Oh, well, I mean, stop talking. I'm looking at the board. I'm not even looking at you.
It's fine. No, Boise State just fired their offensive coordinator, and Hank Bachmeier just entered the transfer portal. So I just like to value San Diego State catching points. And I also have UCLA +3.
Yeah, UCLA +3.
UCLA +3 here. They playing Washington, the Huskies.
That's right.
4-0 against the spread, Huskies to you guys. So interesting bet there. UCLA's 4-0. That's shocking. I didn't know Chip Kelly could do. Oh shit! I lost my board. Oh.
Also, Chase, post the recap, dickhead. It's not even up.
Oh, my bad, dude. Just remind me, dude. I forgot.
Okay.
UNLV and New Mexico.
Gross.
Oh, you don't know it. New Mexico's a great team.
By the way,
I heard they have a really good offense. They got, I think, 88 yards against LSU.
the grossest game of the 2022 season is coming up, and you're going to know what it is before. I wouldn't bet this game if you had a gun to my head.
Temple and Memphis.
Nothing.
Wisconsin versus Illinois. How is Wisconsin favored against absolutely anybody?
Because Illinois is that bad.
Yeah, but Wisconsin is that bad. Whatever. I'm not betting it. Georgia State and Army.
Nope.
I'm close to
Minnesota
fading
and Purdue.
the year. Nothing.
I think this is a Purdue game, guys.
Their quarterback might not be playing.
What?
Yeah.
Their quarterback might not be playing.
Oh, that's tough. All right.
I've had like 2 or 3 Purdue games this year, and they haven't covered, so I'm off Purdue.
Yeah, I just think like Minnesota, I've been riding them all the time. They gotta come down to earth a little bit. 11.5 is a lot of points for a decent team like Purdue. Anyways, we'll move on. I didn't know their quarterback wasn't playing. Louisville and Boston College.
Sorry. I usually have rationale for my picks. I don't have any rationale for this one. It's a total feeling. Give me Boston College.
Boston College.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why.
0-4 against the spread. They got to cover eventually,
Yeah.
right?
And they suck. And I don't know what it is. I just think they keep it close.
Oklahoma and TCU.
Barf.
I like TCU. I got TCU. Yeah.
I feel like Oklahoma's usually good after a loss, but there's a new staff, and they got Texas the next week, so that's a look-ahead spot. So I can understand.
TCU 7. I might buy it up to 7.
I'll go with the
Smart.
Sooners. 6.5. I'll go against the grain. That line's moving, and the public. I don't know.
That line's been all over the place. It was Oklahoma -4 at one point.
Yeah, I just think I kind of like Venables. I think Venables is a little fucking crazy. Coming off a loss, that could be an interesting team to watch out for, but we haven't seen it yet, so we don't really know. Kansas State -7.5 against Texas Tech after a big win for Texas Tech and a big win for Kansas
Big
State.
win for both of those teams, yeah. So I'm good at That's hard to get a read on.
Michigan and Iowa over/under set at 43. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, how is this over/under only at 43?
I don't know.
Who are we
It's a
talking
very
about?
weird game for me.
Like
Michigan,
this, so
Iowa.
Vegas is telling us this game is going to be like 24-14, or 26-16. That's what Vegas is saying with this line and spread.
In
How is
in
Iowa
Iowa,
getting 16 points?
Oh,
Explain
I
that.
have
That's the
something else on
question.
this game.
in
I have
Iowa's
Michigan
last. Go for it. Go.
Go ahead. I got Michigan -6 first half. If they score one touchdown, it's over. Iowa's not scoring in this game.
Iowa's
I don't know how
last
Iowa
6
scored.
home games against top 5 teams. They're
They beat
6-0
their
against
ass.
the spread,
Welcome to
and
the
they've
black
won 5
fucking hole.
outright.
Welcome to the black hole.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's also it's a noon game though, so it's not a night game. I would worry more if it was a night game.
Yeah, but that place is weird at all times. It's a black hole. I'm staying away. Ole Miss and Kentucky. I love this game. Oh my
Give
god!
me Ole Miss.
Give me Ole Miss.
Too. Give me Ole Miss.
Public
I'm
is
all over
all
Ole
over
Miss.
Kentucky
Why is the public on Kentucky? Have they watched these two teams play?
because they
Can
beat
we
Florida.
stop? Can we stop acting like Florida is a good team? They're a dog shit team. They've been an
Ole
awful
Miss
team.
struggled
They
last week.
got a lucky win over Utah.
Yeah, I'm all over Ole Miss too.
They played a good half
Me too.
versus Tennessee. They got smacked.
This was a
around.
massive line drop too. Wasn't this -1 Ole Miss at some point?
No,
It
I
was
have-
-3, I think.
I have it opening at -6, but
You know what's just pathetic though? Ole Miss still can't get fans in the stands. I mean, Lane Kiffin's even talking about how pathetic it is that he referenced high school games. That's pathetic.
I'd listen to that. Yeah, they'll be there hopefully this week because
Hopefully, yeah. I
I
mean,
tell you what, they better appreciate what they have in Lane Kiffin and pack that stadium because Lane Kiffin will pack his bags and get the fuck out of there.
I was
'Cause
just
if-
about to say,
would-
you don't know what
Auburn's
you
about
have
to be an
until
open
it's
job.
gone.
I mean,
Auburn's about to be open.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
Auburn
mean,
and Nebraska.
I have a hard time thinking he leaves for Auburn or Nebraska, but if LSU was open again and LSU called him after this season, I think it's a totally different
Is
conversation.
that a possibility?
No, Brian Kelly is the best coach in college football.
Okay.
We didn't even call Lane Kiffin because we got who we wanted. James Madison versus Texas State. The fighting JMU's always a scrappy little bunch.
The Dukes.
Eastern Michigan and UMass. NIU and Ball State.
Ball State +3.5.
Oh my God, Larson loved it. He snapped at it.
Oh my
I was ready.
God. dude.
2 1-3 teams, and he's just like, I know. Exactly.
I'm
I know
excited.
exactly
I was
what-
waiting for it.
Oregon State coming off a tough loss. The Beavers against
Give me the
Utah.
under in this game.
How
Under
is
55.
that?
Y'all talked
You
about
guys
that.
have 11
Y'all talked up that over last time with
Oh,
I
I
with
never
US
said anything about the over.
with USC.
No.
You said the over.
No, I never
You said
said
the
it.
over.
I was all over Oregon
No.
State.
Yeah, nobody said anything about the over.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things. But I looked at the score
You
because I didn't
definitely
watch the game, and I was like 17-14. Jesus Christ.
Well, y'all
I had
love
enough.
USC.
I had enough on the spread and the money line. I wasn't putting it on the totals. I like the under in this game. This is a noon game in Salt Lake City. I think it's a noon game. It says 2
Y'all ever been
p.m.
to Salt Lake City? Very pretty place.
Lots
Tough
of
place to
Mormons.
I haven't.
Very pretty
Lots of
place.
Mormons.
Lots of
Do
I got the
Mormons.
other
Mormons wake
two.
up?
Here it's
Alcohol,
lovely this
though.
time of year.
No, they can't serve like over like 5% beers. It's like the weirdest shit ever. So like all their Budweisers and stuff it's like 4.5%. So all their Budweisers are specially made for Utah to like
I
go
did not know that.
underneath the alcohol. Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird place. Eastern Carolina and USF. Bowling Green
That's another one that
and,
might get
and the
canceled.
Zips. Bowling Green and the Zips. Fresno
Two
State and
shit
UConn.
teams.
Did you hear UConn is thinking about starting a
Yeah.
300-pound running back, like
Yeah.
a defensive
I hope
tackle?
so.
They have no running backs. I would
hope
watch I would watch the game just to see that.
100%.
And the game of the week, Rutgers against Ohio State. There's Ohio State.
I got Ohio State. I got Ohio State. Team total, first quarter, first half, every which way.
Cristiano.
This is the time of year where you hop. I said this last week. This is the time of year where you hop on Ohio State. They start beating the shit out of everyone. It gets
Yeah.
ugly.
I have
Especially next
Rutgers.
week against Michigan State.
Rutgers first half team total under 4.5.
Under 4.
Under 4.5?
So what's
Hey,
their
no-
team
no
total
points
for the
except
game?
for field goal.
9.5.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But give me the first half under.
Northwestern and Penn State. I like Penn State. I think Penn
Me too.
State's legit. I'm tired of. I called Miami of Ohio, beating them. They beat them last week. I'm on Penn State.
Yeah, I like Penn State too.
Maryland. My Fighting Terps gave Michigan a run for their money. My mom.
They
Hey,
did.
shout out mom. Shout out mom. The Terps. They're legit. Talia. Mel Tucker. Or not Mel Tucker. Well, yeah, Mel Tucker's on the other side. But
Mel Tucker.
Loxley.
Yeah.
Mel Tucker might get fired this year, dude.
Huge stay away game. They cannot afford to fire him.
I mean,
They
he's
cannot
definitely
afford to
not
fire
getting
him.
fired, but yeah.
Yeah,
They
they literally
a 10-year, $120 million extension.
They're not like Michigan State doesn't have the kind of money to.
They gave him $95 million and
not gonna fire him after
immediately
one.
regret it.
They're not going to fire him after
Immediately.
one bad year.
Yeah, he
Well,
signed that
they have
contract,
to-
and then he was down 38-0 at half against Ohio State the next day.
Michigan State
Yeah,
has one of the
seriously.
richest boosters in college football, like a single person. I don't
Yeah,
remember
he
who
probably
it is,
says-
but
and he's probably like, yeah, I like Mel Tucker. All right.
Talia and Raheem Jarrett are both questionable for this game, by the way.
Raheem
Raheem Jarrett, rat.
Traitor.
Should have stayed at LSU. Should have stayed at LSU.
Absolute rat. Absolute rat, Raheem Jarrett. Stay out of the game.
Yep.
Miami of Ohio. Miami of Ohio and Buffalo.
Larson?
Shocker.
Buffalo?
Almost
Iowa
Buffalo, but
State
no.
and Kansas.
Almost.
Are we
Buffalo?
finally? I bet Kansas
Rock
last
chalk.
week, I bet the week before.
Kansas
Rock
money
fucking
line.
chalk.
Rock
Kansas
chalk.
money line. We're winning this damn
Rock
game.
chalk. I'm riding Kansas till the wheels fall off. I
Me
got
too.
Kansas.
I'm a Kansas fan at this point.
I like
might
it.
love
Les Miles?
Kansas too.
Les Miles?
Baylor and
They've been the
Oklahoma
biggest-
State. That's a fun little game.
Stay away.
Oh wait, Oklahoma State. Give me Oklahoma State +3.
Okay. It's
I
plus
swear to
1.5.
God, Baylor's
I like
overrated.
that, too.
It's plus what?
It's plus 1.5 now, but it's okay.
Oh shit. Well, I got +3. Whatever.
I'm just kidding, bro. I don't care. Anyways, Virginia Tech and UNC. That's
Gross.
that's an ugly one.
Barf.
Central Michigan and Toledo. Wake Forest and FSU.
I got
FSU
Florida
starting to get
State
some respect, boys. FSU
I got
starting to
Florida
get
State
some
-6.5.
6.5
I think
points.
this
That
is-
was a bigger line than Clemson got. I know it's at home and on the road, but still.
Deflating home loss for Wake.
I kind of like Wake Forest.
All right.
They should have beat
Boo.
Clemson.
I got Florida State -1 on Sunday.
What?
Yes.
That's how much this line's been changed.
Yes.
That's-
So
That's
give
what-
me
that's the one I-
Florida State.
That's the one I guess I got mixed up with Ole Miss moving from -1.
It's
That
starting
means
to-
it's
starting
pretty
to get
split
obvious
on the
that LSU
bets.
It's starting to get obvious that LSU is a wagon. They're a wagon. Florida State's clearly one of the best teams in the country. And we showed-
Well, Wake Forest, the only way they win is they outscore teams, and Florida State's going to be able to score with them. So, and I think Jordan
It's
Travis
pretty
is a lot
much
better.
it's pretty much split on the percentage of bets. So if that
I got
line's jumped up that
31%.
much, there's going to be
It's
a
sharp.
ton of money coming on.
It's sharp
yeah,
money.
so
It's sharp
I'm
money.
actually going to go Florida State on that one too. That's crazy.
we got a big game here down in Fayetteville. Alabama versus the Fighting Pigs. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm,
All right.
I'm staying away from this because I don't trust Alabama, but I think Arkansas is one of the most overrated teams in the country.
Arkansas has the worst pass defense in the FBS. I took this bet last week. I know it didn't really make that much sense. Both team totals first quarter over 13.5. It hit with Bama and Vandy last week. It's going to hit this week. Bryce Young's going to be throwing
Well,
the
wait.
ball.
When you say it like that, it sounds like both teams need to score 14 points.
No, okay, no. The the total for the first quarter. The over
Yeah.
for the first quarter.
The first quarter
13.5.
total. Yeah.
Okay.
I
was
like
whoa.
that. I like that. That seems like
It
a
hit with
gimme.
Vandy last week. Literally,
That
Vandy
seems
got
like a
7.
gimme. I'll
Ohio
take that one
versus
too. I like that.
Ohio and Penn State.
Nothing.
Citadel, my dad's alma mater, playing App State. Did they get a big win? Dad, do I need to phone a friend? How's the Citadel? How's the Citadel? I like to call it
How are they
Citadel.
looking?
Anyways, I don't know. The spread is off, so I don't even know what I'm betting. Do I just have to take money line? Georgia Southern and Coastal. Your alma mater, Jake. Nothing to say about you fighting Golden, whatever, the Eagles.
I don't-
Eagles.
I don't even know if they're going to play this game, so no.
Mississippi State, a home favorite against TAMU.
Mississippi
like
State
Mississippi
-3.
State.
I like Miss State.
I got Mississippi State
They're gonna-
-1 last Sunday.
They are going to
I'll give you the
run
Bulldogs.
Texas A&M off the field.
I don't like Texas A&M at all. FAU and North Texas.
Nothing.
Here's a Larson game. ULL versus South Alabama.
Oh, I actually have South Alabama -9.
They're good, man. They're a good team. Yeah, I got nothing for
I
it.
think South Alabama's 4-0 against the spread, I'm pretty sure. And 3-1
Yeah,
overall
they
with the
are.
last
They
second
are.
loss to UCLA on a field goal. So I think South Alabama's actually a pretty good team. Give me a -9.
Oh, Cal and Wazoo.
Cal +4.
I got Cal
I love
+4.
it. Love it.
Wazoo has Oregon next week. Look ahead spot. Cal's not that bad.
They Wazoo
No,
just-
USC. They have USC.
They just
Oh,
played
yeah,
Oregon.
USC.
So it's a
USC
typical,
next
it's
week.
a sandwich spot.
The public is all
Mhm.
over Wazoo for good reason.
Liberty and
Golden
ODU.
Bears.
Liberty, Liberty.
Liberty,
Give it.
Liberty, Liberty.
Nothing.
Troy and Western Kentucky.
Nothing.
UTEP and Charlotte.
Let's get to this game of the week.
ULM and Arkansas State. And the best team in the country versus Auburn Tigers. LSU minus 8.5. Put it on the board. LSU smokes them.
Yeah, I'm taking that. And Jordan Hare's spooky. So I am
Very
definitely
spooky.
nervous. I'm not nervous about winning the game, but I am nervous about that. That
I'm
line
not.
has jumped up, dude.
I'm not nervous at all.
That's
I think-
insane.
My only problem with LSU and Auburn is they probably have 20 points between them worth a margin of victory over the past 8 years. Like it's always a close game, and so for that reason, I'm staying away.
Even
For that reason,
that 2019 season, that was the best game. Auburn gave us our best game that undefeated season. So
I don't
yeah,
know.
it's a spooky.
That team was actually
spooky-
good. That team beat
Spooky
them.
place to play.
This team is just
Spooky
awful.
place.
I was
Jordan
also in
Hare.
Death Valley. But yeah, aside from all that, Cincinnati and Tulsa.
I want to take Cincinnati. I probably wouldn't have bet Cincinnati. Tulsa's QB is questionable.
Nebraska and Indiana in a battle of who can be worse.
This is what I said. This was the most disgusting game of the year. Dude. You can either pick Indiana to cover 5.5, and Indiana is the worst, the most fraudulent 4-0 team in the country, or 3-1, or whatever they are.
3-1.
And Nebraska is awful.
It opened
So-
like -3. That's amazing. Is Nebraska getting money?
Dude, yes,
That's
they're
amazing.
0-4 against the spread, and people love Nebraska, which is just like that. Nebraska has to win this game. But that, are you?
After week 1, I vowed I would never bet Nebraska probably ever again. So
I bet them against Oklahoma, and like we saw how that went. Great,
Exactly.
56-7 or whatever. Virginia and Duke.
Before the season, when I did Virginia win total, I was chalking up Duke as the one conference victory that was an absolute gimme. Duke and Georgia Tech. And here they are as an underdog at Duke. It's beautiful to see. So I'm staying away, but it's just Virginia under 7.5 wins is a lock. It's beautiful.
Virginia's really bad.
Yeah.
Georgia and Mizzou, two bad teams.
All right, I got a
Jake,
lot
take
on
us
this.
away.
Yeah, okay. We're bending this one over every which way. I got Georgia full game -28, -16.5 first half, -7 first quarter, and my favorite one, Mizzou's team total under 12.5. I think after a bad week last week, Georgia comes out, absolutely flexes their muscles, and embarrasses Missouri.
I
Okay.
agree completely.
NC
Missouri-
State and Clemson, great game here.
Missouri has scored 3 first quarter points this season. 3.
NC
So
State.
Georgia gets a touchdown.
This probably decides the ACC right here.
Yeah, I'm
I
staying
have
away.
enough invested in NC State to where I'm staying away.
I mean, this total's also dropped from 46 to 39.5.
Yes, Hurricane.
I think, I don't know. I've been to Clemson several times being from Charleston. I really do like their environment. I think that game's going to be crazy. This is kind of a low-key rivalry that not a lot of people talk about. Because they
NC State's almost beat them a few times and
Yeah.
because I remember they missed a field goal a couple years ago when they weren't even ranked, and Clemson was number 1, I think.
Yeah, this is a pretty good rivalry. I wish this game was in NC State because I think they definitely pull off the upset. But being in Death Valley, the shitty Death Valley, I'll stay away. Texas versus West Virginia. Give me Texas -9.5. They'll bounce back.
I kind of like West Virginia. Mountaineers, maybe?
Texas will bounce back.
West Virginia, I feel like, has been an awful team to bet this year. I feel like they've been all over the
They're
place.
3-1 against the
Texas
spread,
sucks.
but they are not good.
Texas sucks, dude.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just proof that Alabama's getting smoked by LSU in Death Valley, but we'll talk about that when that happens. Pittsburgh and Georgia Tech. Ooh, give me the Pits.
I would take
You've
the
got-
under.
So Jeff Collins just got fired. Georgia Tech fucked me last week. I just did what Jake did with Georgia on UCF last week. I'm going to do the same thing with Pitt this week, and hopefully it works out. I'm going to take full game spread, first quarter, and half Pitt.
This might be what Larson was about to say, but we've had 2 coaches getting fired games. Everybody says, oh, after their coach fires, you're going to come out and play hard. Herm Edwards, Arizona State, they laid down. Scott Frost, Nebraska, they laid down. So is Georgia Tech going to lay down? Probably.
This team, even if
Yeah.
Georgia Tech went out and played as hard as they could, they still are horrible. I can't imagine anybody betting Georgia Tech in this game at all.
I'm going to try it again this week.
New Mexico State and FIU. Arizona and Colorado.
I got Arizona minus 9.5 first half. Colorado is the worst team in college football. Fade them at all costs.
I agree with that.
They've got no football in the state of Colorado. Colorado State sucks. The Broncos suck. There's no football happening in the state of Colorado right now.
Colorado is the first team. Yeah, Air Force is okay. Colorado is the first team since like 1953 to lose their first 4 FBS games by like over 25 points or something. They suck.
They are terrible.
Their coach is about to get fired.
The Trojans versus former Herm Edwards team, which is I don't know how Arizona State players can go out there and play knowing that their coach was just fired and their other coaches were conspiring against them to lose. Like, how do you go out and play?
Sounds like a good reason to take USC, honestly. I didn't even really think of that.
I can't take USC because at some point there's going to come a game where they have 4 turnovers and they either lose or win very, very closely. I don't know if it's this game. It might be next week. I don't even know who they play, but
they have like a plus 25 turnover margin.
We just talked about it. Wazoo. They play Wazoo next.
Oh, you're right. Oh, that's Wazoo, especially after Wazoo loses this weekend to Cal. That's beautiful. Wazoo and LSU next week. Lock it up.
And Georgia.
Oregon and Stanford.
Stanford sucks too.
Stanford is terrible.
Yeah, but Stanford always is down a touchdown in the fourth quarter with the ball in this game every year. Didn't they win last year? They always do this.
I mean, I'm not betting it. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm not either, but
I know somebody that has the over, which is probably a little conducive to Larson's point because Oregon State's going to score. So,
all right, we got a last bet: SMU and UCF. Hurricane game.
SMU hosed me last week, so I'm good on that. By the way, I don't know.
UCF hosed me, dude. Fuck this game. Fuck everything about this game.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know if they're going to offer this because it's supposed to be played Sunday now, but if Florida does play Eastern Washington at home, I would take the under. That's going to be a nasty game.
All right, guys.
But I don't see it on any sites. It's probably not going to be offered.
That wraps it up, boys. Let's get another winning week. I am very concerned that like 9 out of my 10 bets are favorites, but hey, hopefully the favorites get the job done this week. All right.